Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and this box is quite possibly, not quite possibly, this box contains the biggest book haul of my entire life. I will probably call the video something like that, the biggest book haul of my life, or something like that, because it is. This is a box of books that weighs 33 pounds, purchased in a lot on eBay. Now, you guys know I've been dipping my toe into the Executioner book series. I've kind of been enjoying the 60s and 70s pulp thing lately with the Matt Helm novels. And I've been looking for the Executioner series as well, the Mack Bolan books. And I've got like the first dozen. And here's the thing, those older ones are kind of hard to find because they're from the 60s, they're from the 70s. Some of them have been reprinted in modern, recent prints, but not all of them and not a lot of them. So I've been going, plus you guys know I'm vintage anyway, so I've been going back looking for vintage lots of Mack Bolan books, and I ran across this lot of books right here. It said 120 plus back vampire, Mack Bolan Executioner books, and I was like, and it was $40, opening bid $40 for 120 plus books, and I was like, I don't know, and they were listed as condition acceptable, which is only one step above poor, which is the worst the book can be, I believe. So I watched it. No one bid on it. The auction ended. So I was like, well, it wasn't meant to be, but they relisted it. And I continued to watch it, and I was like, I don't know, acceptable. I don't want acceptable books. I'm a collector. If I'm going to get them, I want them to look good, to be in good condition. So I messaged the seller, and I said, are these unreadable? You've got them listed as acceptable. They said that they stank. They said they had an odor. It said there was heavy wear and discoloring from age and an odor. I was like, how bad are they? Yeah, that's basically the question. It was like, how bad are these? Am I going to read them? Is the cover going to fall off of them? And they wrote back and they were like, they're actually a lot better than I said they are. I just don't want people to get their hopes up and be disappointed. They're actually perfectly readable. They're fine. And they sent me more pictures. And they look like books from the 60s and 70s are supposed to look, really. So I was like, you know what? I'll bid. So I bid $40 and I won. And this is a 33-pound box of Mack Bolan Executioner books, over 120 of them. By far the biggest purchase of books I've ever made all at one time. Even after shipping, these break down to about 50 cents per book. And for some of these, I don't want to get into value because that's always speculative. I don't buy things for the value. But I do know from trying to accumulate this series that some of them go for, $6, $8, $10 just a piece. And so this is like one-stop shop. By doing this, you guys, I went through them the other day. This box has been here for a few days, and I actually did open them up just to make sure everything was there. They're dusty. They're dirty. I gather this has been in a basement or a garage, but they're not in bad shape. One or two of them, there is okay, kind of bad shape. But the box still has, I won't be able to show you this, guys, but right here it says Don Pendleton. So this was just someone's box of Don Pendleton books. And now it's my box of Don Pendleton books. So they packaged it incredibly well. We've got the bubble wrap. So let's take the bubble wrap off and get into the goods. Oh, can you guys see that? Isn't that amazing? You know what? Maybe this should be, come on now, work with me here. Maybe this should be the thumbnail. You gotta, in a YouTube thumbnail, you have to either look surprised or very cheerful. You get a lot of those. So I don't like doing that. So I'm just gonna go like something like that. You guys, so okay, I'm gonna put this on the floor. All right, I legitimately knocked the camera over putting this box on the floor because it's so big. Okay, so let's just start taking out Executioner books. I'm gonna stack them here on the lovely futon, and then we'll do like a long shot or something. Maybe I'll shoot some B-roll footage over this. This is crazy. Okay, guys, here we go. So that's the haul. That's the haul, you guys. This is like a huge chunk of the Don Pendleton Executioner library just knocked out in one fell swoop. Early books, these early volumes here, you can always tell the early volumes because they either have the black trade dress or I think the earlier printings had white trade dress, like these. These are white. This is number 10. This is number 9. Battle Mask. I think this is number 3. Don't quote me. But I know now I have a spreadsheet. I'm running a Don Pendleton Executioner book series spreadsheet so that I can keep track of all the ones that I actually have. I printed out it's not printed actually, it's just an Excel document with like all of the Don Pendleton, all the Mack Bolan books, and then I'm just like going through them. Now see, some of these are in less than shape. This one has like a hole kind of punched through it, but other than that, I mean, really, what do you expect for books that are super old, like Acapulco Rampage? But look, this thing, the spine is unbent. I mean, it's got a little rub on the cover, but this is in good shape. Look, it's got an ad. What is this, cigarettes? Yes, it's got an ad for cigarettes. Still inside. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Like these are, I would say these are in fantastic condition. These are not in acceptable condition. These are in good to very good condition. It just depends. For example, like this. I would say this is very good condition. Spine, it's a little bit bent. But I'm so happy. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I don't know, it's really cool. So check out, Captain Tiki's getting excited. He's ready to read some Executioner. He's all about the old ways. He's very old school in that style. Like he likes to read like 70s fiction, especially when he's on the yacht. Because when he's on the yacht, you just pop your feet up, you read, sip on a Mai Tai while you're looking out at the waves. That's what Captain Tiki's all about. So guys, what do you think about the Don Pendleton Mack Bolan Executioner book haul? Honestly, the biggest book haul of my entire life so far. It may change. But I'm so just like stunned by, like, you think that it's going to be a lot. You're like, well, it sounds like a lot. There's no words to convey what opening up a box, a 33-pound box of vintage pulp men's adventure novels, what that feels like. It's such a satisfying feeling. It's like if I had just knocked out like 120 issues of the classic X-Men run in one fell swoop or something like that. Like, I'm so excited. So guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I will catch you later.